The NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Sanders. Magician is out there at Malone. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician in at the 3. Here's Peterson. With the drive. Pass to Dawson. And stolen by Malone. Here's Magician. Rebounded by the Jayhawks.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
They set the pick. Cross passes to White. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. And the 3 ball is good.
The pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Into the lane. And it's Magician missing. And the Jayhawks with possession. Here's Magician. Pass to Peterson. Takes the 3. And it's Malone with the rebound. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Free throw drops from Malone. Magician's checked in for the Magician. And he can't hit the second. Right side, White. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Dawson can't get it to go. Gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Magician passes to Hammond. Malone a screen on White. Here's Magician. White covering. Pass to Magician. A 3-pointer, no good. And so White will bring it up for the Jayhawks. There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. And they pick up 2.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Here's Magician. Shoots it up. Peterson grabs the miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
He lobs it up.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Jayhawks out front, leading by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Jayhawks in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Magician is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician in at the point guard position.
3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Magicians checked in for Jackson. And he makes all 3.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Over in the corner, Allen. Inside, Magician, and a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Magician passes to Magician. On Tuesday, and then on Thursday.
And for their matchup with Louisville, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see their lineups get sorted out.
And Willie Green wants a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The Jayhawks. Magician comes in for Magician, and Dawson subbed in for the Magician. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Allen outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Jayhawks.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And Allen drops them both. Here's Magician, still without a basket. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Magician. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Magician. The tray. Rebounded by Allen. Jayhawks leading by 13. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer. Allen's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Magician passes to Magician. And here we go. The Jayhawks with a fast break. And it's Magician missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. Back over to you.
Taking that long view approach. Okay, thank you, Allie. Free throw drops from Malone. Both teams deciding to change it up. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for them.
The offensive rebound. They set the pick. Lets it go with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Peterson's got 6 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Malone passes to Magician. Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Still scoreless. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Malone outside. Screen by Malone. Here's Magician. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Jayhawks leading by 15. Here's Peterson. 6 points for him. Here's the screen. Here's Magician. Sinks the three-pointer.
He had such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Jayhawks out front as they wrap up the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the visitors. I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hopes for them and for their fans as well. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Jayhawks.
The three-point chances have been there for them, and they've taken advantage.
Just watching the game, not even looking at the scoreboard, you can tell they're the better team tonight by a mile. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Magician.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Dawson. White is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Peterson in at the 2-guard position. That's the group that David Adelman's going out there with to start the second half. After Malone. Shot clock at 6. Here's Magician. He has yet to score.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's White. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Pass to Sanders. Driving in, and the ball out of play. The Jayhawks will inbound. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Jayhawks leading by 22. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Dawson gets the bucket. Dawson's got 5 points so far.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Dawson's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Malone, a screen on White. Pass to Malone. And it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Lock at 6. To the inside.
2 minutes.
Shot to stop the run, and it's Magician missing. The Jayhawks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. 1:46 left to play in the third. Here's Peterson. The three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Magician. No scoring in this one. Pass to Magician. Wants to get it to Malone and does. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Those are the looks they want to continue to generate.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Magicians checked in for the Jayhawks. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Jayhawks.
And we can see pretty even there between the guards and the bigs. That kind of balanced production has what's helped them craft this huge lead.
Here's Magician. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Magician passes to Dawson. Here's Peterson. Pass to Dawson. 5 on the clock. Here's Magician. Connects from three-point range. Magician's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
To the right side. 32 seconds left in the third. Pass to Magician. Here's Holland. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Magician's shot is good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Jayhawks out front, running away with this one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got the Magician. Holland is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician in at the power forward.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Pass the Magician. There's the pick. And the ball out of play. The Jayhawks will inbound. Magicians checked in for Jackson. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Jayhawks. Pass the Magician. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Magician. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Magician passes to Magician. 4 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Malone. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass the Magician. Cranes the three-pointer.
Well, he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on defense.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Down low. Malone right side. Here's Magician. This one for 3. Up again. Magician passes to Malone. Now Sanders. Here's Magician. And it's sent back by Allen.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jayhawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Allen.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Jackson's checked in. There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Magician. Shot clock at 5. Magician passes to Malone. Here's Hammond. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now Jackson. So the Jayhawks take the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And now, our player of the game, Magician.